Hey everybody, it's Liam back again with day 2 of sexual anatomy and talking about our sexual genitalia. So today we're going to be talking about erections. Yesterday we talked about internal anatomy for males or people with testicles or people with penises, however you want to identify yourself. And so we talked about the scrotum, the testicles, the vas deferens, the epididymis, copper, all those things. So if you didn't see that one, check it out. It's a video right before this one. Today, though, we're going to be talking about erections. Now, erections are things that a lot of guys get. They start really, really young. There's evidence to show that even fetuses inside the womb get erections. And then ask any mother who's had a son. She'll tell you that her son had erections when they were a baby. I'll probably tell you, maybe she won't. It's kind of a weird thing to ask, I guess. But my friends who have baby boys have told me that their sons get erections. And it's totally normal and natural. It has nothing to do with sex a lot of times, especially when they're babies, obviously. It's just kind of like a reaction that happens to penises. And so they do start to happen much more often when a person with a penis goes through puberty. And so the penis isn't always erect. It's sometimes flaccid, which means it's soft. And so this is a flaccid penis right here. And as you can see, when a penis is flaccid or soft, the blood is flowing in and out of it really, really just like naturally, or just like normally, maybe, I guess you could say, although erections are normal too, so. But it's just flowing in and out, nothing's really stopping it. But then when you get an erection over here, you can see the inflow becomes much bigger and the outflow becomes much smaller. And so all this spongy tissue in here starts to fill up with blood. And that's what causes an erection. That's what causes your penis to get longer and harder, thicker, things like that. And now, although boys get erections throughout their entire lifehood, they are more noticeable, I feel like, once you start going through puberty, because of the fact that your penis itself also grows just like naturally as you go through puberty. Another thing that happens during an erection is that it doesn't always happen when you want it to. Sometimes you'll get erections when you don't want to, especially when you're younger, when you first start getting erections during puberty. They will happen like randomly, like you might get them in class, you might get them like while you're laying in your bed, you might get them at dinner, whatever. Natural, it happens. And it even happens when you get older. Sometimes when you're an adult, you still get random erections for no apparent reason. They just kind of show up out of nowhere. And again, it's completely, totally normal. However, sometimes we also don't get erections. This can happen to young guys and old guys. You may want to masturbate and you just can't get an erection. You may want to have sex and you just can't get an erection. Maybe you had an erection and then it goes away for some reason. Totally normal, totally natural. There's a lot of different reasons why it might be happening. If it happens to you like randomly, like not super often, nothing to worry about. It just happens. Maybe like you're nervous. Being nervous a lot can definitely affect our ability to get an erection. But if it happens a lot, if it's happening like every single time you try to masturbate or every single time you try to have sex, talk to your doctor. There are pills you can take to fix it. There might be like something else happening in your body because blood has to do with the erection. A lot of times like high blood pressure and things like that can affect our abilities to get erections. So definitely if you like just don't have the ability to get an erection, talk to your doctor. But if it happens just randomly, it's just something that happens, completely natural and something we just gotta live with. And so why do we get erections? Kids always ask me, like, sir, why do I have an erection? Why do I get an erection? And the major reason why we get an erection is so that we can have sex and ejaculate. When the penis is flaccid, when the penis is soft, it's not really as sensitive. It's still like, you can feel your penis, right? You know it's there. But when you have an erection, when your penis is hard, the skin gets tighter and the nerve endings get more sensitive. And so when you touch it and stimulate it, either through sex or through masturbation, it feels a lot better than if you're touching it when it's flaccid or soft. And so that better feeling, that stimulation that occurs when you have an erect penis is what causes us to ejaculate most of the time. Now there is like other forms of ejaculation, like internal ejaculation through prostate stimulation and things like that. But the majority of ejaculations that happen are ejaculations that happen because of penile stimulation. And this stimulation can only really happen when you have an erect penis. Another reason why our penises get erect is because the majority of sex that someone with a penis is going to have, or the majority of sex that people with penises have, is internal sex. So you inserting your penis into someone else. If you're straight, right? If you're a person with a penis who has sex with people with vaginas, it's inserting your penis into their vagina. If you're gay even, it could be inserting your penis into someone's anus or whatever. Inserting your penis into someone's mouth for any sort of sexuality. But it involves inserting your penis. And you can't really insert a soft or flaccid penis into a mouth, an anus, or a vagina. And so in order to have sex, you have to have an erection a lot of times. And so I'm talking about it in a very gender normative kind of way. And that's because our penises were created. And when we talk about vaginas, our vaginas, they're both created to produce children. Whether or not you want to use them that way is your personal choice. But when we talk about them, when we talk about their anatomy is built on this kind of basic animal reproduction instinct. We as humans have all sorts of different sexualities and uses for our penises and vaginas. But when we talk about them, it's hard to talk about them in that kind of nuanced way. So sorry if I'm confusing or whatever, if I'm talking about them too heteronormatively or too gender normatively. It's just kind of how, I don't know. So anyways, when you have an erection, let's talk about masturbation for a minute. It is totally normal to masturbate. Both guys and girls can masturbate. If you do masturbate, let's say you have a penis and you masturbate, if you hurt yourself while masturbating, sometimes you can get like a brush burn or something because you're not doing it with lubrication, or you're doing it too often or too ferociously or whatever. Try to figure out a way to make sure you're not getting a brush burn. Nobody wants a brush burn on their penis. It's really uncomfortable. It makes masturbation, a little bit more painful in the future. So definitely, if you're masturbating and you get a brush burn, try to figure out a way to do it without getting a brush burn. But if you don't, if you just masturbate and your penis is fine, totally fine to do. If you do masturbate though, remember to do it in private. We don't want to be doing it, in public, in school, in a park or something. Do it in your bedroom. If you have a bedroom by yourself. If you don't have a bedroom by yourself, you can do it in the bathroom. You can do it while you're showering for easy cleanup, things like that. And let's talk about diversity a little bit. So just like our faces are all the same, or all different, our hair is all different, our eyes are all different, our penises are all different too. And so you can see there's all sorts of different kinds of penises. Different sorts of head shapes, different sorts of girth, hair growth, vein growth, curves. Some penises curve forward, downward, sideways. Whatever your penis is like, it's your penis. And that's what it's like. It's just, you kind of have to just get used to your penis. All people with penises are born with foreskin. Down here is kind of like a picture of what different kind of foreskins look like. Foreskin is just this piece of skin that covers the head of the penis. In America, a lot of times it gets circumcised or cut off, making it look more like this. But if you do still have foreskin, your penis is going to look probably more like this. Maybe it retracts all the way, like down here. This one's a cut penis right here. These ones have foreskin. This one has the foreskin covers the head of the penis during erections. These ones, the head of the penis is exposed during erections. Again, whatever your penis looks like, it's your penis. And just get used to it. Get used to it, and it's going to be there. There's not really much you can do to change it. There's no pill, the pills that they say extends and stuff and makes your penis bigger. It's all BS. There's no scientific evidence that any pills you can take can make your penis actually any bigger. So just get used to your penis. Don't be ashamed about it. Live your life. Biodiversity. We are all snowflakes and beautiful. That's it for our talks about erections and penises. Next time, we are going to be talking about female internal anatomy. So ovaries, uteruses, things like that. Join us then. I will see you guys later. Have a good one.